Okay, well after that snub, hopefully things go well on Friday with the job. I'll just get to some other work, because we should get some more money. We can go shopping one of these days. Oh, Meridia! Oh, so sweet. We're going to review the basics of geometric proofs today. Professor Meridia scrawls a series of shapes and angles across the chalkboard. This may be a review for some of you. If you feel confident in this section, feel free to skip the next few sessions. Just don't forget to turn in your homework. Wow, the professor just gave us free rein to skip class. This will take some getting used to. If I skip lecture now, I could get some rest in before I have to do anything later today. But I might learn something if I stay, and I'll definitely win bonus points with Professor Meridia. What should I do? Well, I already scheduled sleep for this week. And we're going for intelligence, so we should probably stay for the lecture. I'll stay. It couldn't hurt to review after all. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Adam has a photo shoot scheduled for today, and John wants us to be there and ready by 3 o'clock. It's already 2:30 and Adam hasn't come by. I grab my makeup bag and drag it down the hall to his room. Adam, are you ready?
Ready for what?
We need to leave for the photo shoot.
Oh, that? It's not for half an hour.
Are you kidding? It'll probably take us that long just to get there. Adam rolls his eyes with an exaggerated sigh.
Ugh. Okay, we'll go now.
I walk down the hallway as quickly as I can manage, but Adam doesn't seem to be following me. I stop and turn. Is something wrong?
You walk too fast, okay?
If I'm walking fast, it's because I'm in a hurry.
We'll get there when we get there.
I wait for Adam. There's no use in hurrying him anywhere. His laid-back attitude is usually pretty refreshing, but right now I'm feeling more stressed than anything else. The drive to the studio is uneventful, but it's already 2:55 when we arrive. John rushes out to meet us as soon as we step into the studio.
There you are. What kept you? We're not late yet.
John's expression tightens.
Ready by 3 doesn't mean arrive at 3. Studio time is expensive, and the photographer is a busy man with a tight schedule.
John adjusts his hat.
The lecture will have to wait. Don't dally now.
Adam and I hurry to the makeup station and I begin working.
Why is he so uptight about this?
Probably because it's his job.
He needs to relax. We got here on time, didn't we? Nothing bad's going to happen.
How should I respond? I am going to probably do this next time on John's route. But I will shrug it off. John doesn't know that. He hasn't known you as long as I have. Adam folds his arms across his chest.
I haven't let him down yet.
He'll get used to it eventually. Don't worry too much about it. He stands and stretches.
Let's not keep John and Mr. Photographer waiting any longer, yeah?
We walk to the main area and greet the photographer. Dale!
Good of you to join us.
Finally, I thought you'd be a no-show.
Oi, I'm here already. Yelling isn't going to get me here any sooner. I'm afraid you're definitely late.
John casts a sidelong glance at me. Nah.
You weren't distracted by anything, were you?
I tighten my jaw but decide not to take his baited words.
Got a little caught up in a game I was playing. Sean had to remind me it was time to go. She did.
I hide the smirk on my face. You didn't assume anything else, did you?
Not really.
John responds placidly, but he avoids making eye contact with me. Ha! Take that! That's enough socializing, kids. Palm tree, go stand over there. The photographer points at a white backdrop lit by a row of angled bright lights.
Palm tree? You mean me?
You're a tall, skinny thing with a bunch of leaves sticking out the top. Of course I mean you. Adam makes a face, but he complies with the photographer's instructions. As he poses for the camera, his expression takes on a tight, unnatural look. Is he nervous? His whole body looks really stiff. Come on, palm tree. Where's that island charm I keep hearing about? Loosen up.
I'm trying.
Well, trying sure isn't getting you anywhere. I thought Hawaii was all about relaxing.
And I thought being in the big city was all pollution and car accidents.
Now that's just a lie. Although we do like to go out and mug each other just for fun.
Too bad. We don't invite muggers to all the volcano luau's we have every day.
As Adam and the photographer snipe at each other with mock insults, Adam's posture relaxes and he's soon back to his cheerful self.
Dale sure knows how to get a good shot in. Photography-wise and other.
Dale snaps one shot after another, timing each click with Adam's movements. Occasionally he asks for a specific pose, but most of the time he simply engages Adam in light-hearted banter. Alright, take a break. Get a drink or do some stretches. Or something.
Sure thing. Be back in a few.
As Adam strolls off, Dale lets out a long and mournful sigh. Poor kid. This industry is going to eat him alive.
He'll learn. We all started out like that.
He's got a stubborn streak, John. He'd rather fight back than play the game. Game? Dale and John turn to me, surprised. I think they forgot I was here. Dale smiles apologetically. Being in the entertainment industry is cutthroat. Your brother's a little too laid back to keep up an ongoing career. Oh, we're not related. I'm his makeup artist. Really? Dale immediately turns to his camera and reviews the photos he just took. You're good. Where'd you study? Nowhere really. My mom is a professional makeup artist, and she trained me from childhood. You've got the hand of a seasoned pro. I'm impressed. Thank you. It's very kind of you to say that. Hey, are you free next Tuesday? I've got a shoot in the morning that needs an artist. Oh, I guess I can make it. But surely you can hire someone else.
Sean, it's not good form to suggest someone else for a job you can do.
But why me? I like your work and you're not a terrible person. He rolls his eyes. And considering the job, I'll need someone I don't hate. That's not a very encouraging thing to hear. It's only half a joke. I'd love to have you on board. I think your style is just what I need for next week's shoot. Except... Well, if you really like my work, I'd be happy to come next week. That's great. I'll send you the details later. All right, palm tree, break's over. Adam jogs back to the photo area looking a lot less uptight than he did earlier. Dale immediately revives his snappy banter with Adam, taking photos at opportune moments in their discussion. The second half of the session passes even more smoothly than the first. Dale's already built up a good rapport with Adam in such a small amount of time. I've seen photographers at work before, but no one as fast-moving or easy to get along with as Dale. It's making me a little nervous about the job next Wednesday. If there's someone out there who can't get along with Dale, I'm a little apprehensive. Well, it's too late to back out now. I just hope it works out. Oh, we had a good sleep? Yes, girl. Good job, girl. Blogging? Been doing so good with our blogs lately. Ooh. And work. Nailing it every day. As the bus slows to a stop, I briefly wonder if I'm at the wrong place. Is this really the hotel Benito was talking about? It's a lot fancier than I expected. Brilliant light shines from the tall glass windows slicing through the darkening city skyline. I step off the bus and hesitantly walk up the plush red carpet to the front door. The thick carpet sinks underneath each of my steps. The doorman raises an eyebrow with a hint of disdain as I approach, but he quickly masks his expression and opens the door for me with a flourish. The interior of the hotel is even more luxurious than the outside. The floor has been polished so perfectly that I can see a clear reflection of the crystal chandelier hanging overhead. Up ahead is an open dining area filled with lavishly decorated tables.
Sean, over here.
Benito jogs over to me from the dining area. His bright green highlights stand out against the rich red color of the room behind him. I hurry over to him, trying hard to ignore the stares I'm getting. Benito? I didn't quite imagine that the hotel would look like this.
It's more luxurious than I had previously thought, but that might be a good thing. I hope they serve a lot of alcohol here. If we're fortunate, we'll get some handsome tips tonight.
Tips? I wasn't supposed to tip the doorman, was I?
Only if you ask him to carry that massive makeup case you've got there.
No, not really.
Then you're fine. I can show you the side entrance after the show. Might save you a little bit of trouble next time.
He tilts his head to the side thoughtfully.
If there is a next time. Man, I hope there's a next time. These trial runs are killer on the nerves. Oh. Well, it's no use stalling. Let's get going.
He leads me through the dining room, and I see a stage at the far end of the room with a thick curtain pulled close. He's not going to be performing there, is he? As we near the stage, he takes a sharp turn and leads me behind a small curtain near the stage. The area behind the curtain is sparsely decorated. Benito reads my expression immediately.
Yeah, not so impressive back here, huh?
It's a world better than some I've done. One of Adam's first shows was in a bar with so much cigarette smoke I could barely see him. I place my makeup kit on one of the chairs and open it. The box folds out to reveal the layers of shelves nestled inside. Each shelf reveals another collection of makeup in a range of hues.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Of course it is. Makeup isn't one size fits all, you know.
I understood it intuitively, but actual experience is a different matter.
Benito seats himself on a nearby chair.
But you're the master here. I'm counting on you.
Sure, no pressure or anything. I begin rummaging through the foundation, looking for a shade to match his skin.
Not too much. I'm trying to play up the innocent youth angle here.
You? Innocent? Who'd believe that? Benito stares at me dolefully with large, shimmering eyes. His lips part slightly and he exhales with a gentle whimper.
Oh, you think I'm a monster?
His voice wavers as if he's trying to hold back tears. Is he joking with me? Now, somebody told me, can't remember, sorry, but somebody told me that the joking with him is the right option to pick, and it leads to a CG, and these don't. I was going to pick this one. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to save and pick this. If it doesn't work out, I'll go back. Go back to that one. But I gotta know. Aw, poor baby. Of course you're not a monster. I placate him with an overly sweet tone. I hold up a bottle of foundation. Now if you can be good, Auntie Sian will give you a piece of candy. Oh god. Benito claps his hands and cheers.
Yay, candy.
Okay, that's a little too weird. His features immediately fade back to his usual thoughtful expression.
Yeah, I guess I'm past that shtick. Although I am definitely not past liking candy.
I used to, but it's become a little too sweet for me these days. Dark chocolate is more my speed. Here, here, girl.
Makes sense. Humans are born preferring sweet things, but taste leans towards the bitter as they age. I'm sure I'll grow past liking candy soon enough. Right, ready to go then?
My work here is done.
You're free to go.
Sure thing. Break a leg. Okay. Yeah, I want to watch him actually perform and make that cheesecake real, though. That was kind of cute, but I want to see the cheesecake trick. So, I will joke with him and say yes. In another timeline, we played along and had an awkward conversation about candy and Auntie Sian. Of course I do. You're like 10 years old.
15.
Okay, 15. And you're trying to emotionally manipulate a girl who needs money.
Well, when you put it that way, I really do sound like a monster, huh?
I cross my arms and tilt my head back in an attempt to look down on him. Yes. Benito holds his hands up in mock self-defense.
Alright, alright. Help this monster look like a better person, then.
You'll be performing in person and up close, so I'm going to keep it light. It only takes a few minutes for me to finish Benito's makeup.
Well, here goes.
Benito closes his eyes and takes a slow breath in. Oh. He exhales, snaps his fingers, and opens his eyes with a determined nod.
Let's make some magic.
Indeed. Yay, magic tricks! He opens the door and strides into the dining area with a childish grin on his face. The door groans and closes slowly. I slip through it and find a quiet quiet corner to observe. Benito's already chatting up a small dinner party. 2 women. It's only been a few seconds and he's already charmed them.
If it's okay, let's just have a look at this dessert menu here.
Okay. A woman in her late 20s reaches across the table to hand Benito the small dessert menu. He lays it flat on the table to inspect it. The laminated card is covered in brightly colored photos of various desserts.
I want to try something. Are you okay with that?
The women at the table nod. Benito places a gentle hand on the arm of the woman closest to him.
Which one of these do you like the most?
Oh, The woman bites her lip, then quickly points to a photo of a slice of cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Good choice.
He waves a hand over the menu slowly and takes a small breath.
All right. Let's see if we can get this to work.
He places both hands over the photo of the cheesecake. Doing the magic stuff. Benito rubs his hands slowly, taking a moment to pause and think. Both of the women lean in for a closer look. People from nearby tables crane their necks to see what's going on. Benito lifts his hand slowly from the menu. Ta-da! Cheesecake! Wow! As he does, he reveals a slice of cheesecake looking just as perfect as the one in the menu. The 2 women at the table share a collective gasp. One of the men from the next table over laughs and offers a quick round of applause. Benito slides the cheesecake across the table to reveal a blank spot on the menu where the photo used to be. He offers a fork to the woman who chose the cheesecake.
Try it.
The woman's face flushes red as she accepts the fork. She takes a tentative bite and her eyes light up. It's good. She barely finishes her exclamation before her friend grabs a fork and digs into the cheesecake. With a satisfied smile, Benito quickly backs away from the table and moves on to another. His opening trick was enough to draw the eyes of the crowd, and for the rest of the night, diners compete to get his attention. He soaks it up with ease, manipulating the crowd as easily as his cards. I move silently through the dining room, careful not to attract anyone's attention. It's not difficult, considering all eyes are on Benito. On the other side of the room, I see a door labeled Employee Exit. Well, that solves that problem, at least. I step outside just as a bus pulls up to the stop outside the hotel. Nice timing. I hop on the bus and ride back to school in silence.
Thanks for helping out tonight. Come by the coffee shop on Wednesday for your payment.
Will do. Got a busy Wednesday. Alright, what should I do with my Saturday? I remembered Lloyd saying something about a great pho restaurant downtown. It would be nice if I could find it. Indeed. Ooh, it smells good in here. I hope the food is as good as it smells. Don't talk about food, Sean. I'm so hungry. Sean! An enthusiastic blur of red hair bounds up to me with a big smile. Hello, Mr. Newton. Lloyd. Mr. Newton makes me sound like a physics teacher. Hey, I happen to like physics. Talented and smart. I knew I liked you. Lloyd motions for me to sit down at a corner booth. Join us. Us? I look at Lloyd's table and see John staring back at me with an amused look on his face. Oh, maybe I should just leave you 2 alone. Nonsense! No one should have to eat alone. Lloyd waves down a passing server. Number 5 special, large. Small. I blurt out a correction before I realize what I'm doing. A slow smile spreads across Lloyd's face. So you'll be joining us then. He seats himself at the table and slides over to make room for me. I hesitantly sit down. John nods a quick acknowledgement, but he doesn't say anything. The server returns with a hot bowl of pho. It smells great, but I strongly suspect it's not a small. It's been a while since I last ate, so I dig in. We were just talking business. Maybe having a young mind will help. I look up from my noodles. Oh, I get to be a focus group? A very focused group. Ugh. I suppose another mind couldn't hurt. Hurt what? Did something happen? Lloyd leans back. Well, we heard back from the higher-ups. They liked cops and robbers, but they wanted to be different. What exactly do they mean by different? Should we set it on the moon? You know full well what they want different, mate. And I'm not changing that. Selena stays. Then you're at an impasse. The network doesn't like Selena?
Oh, they like her well enough. They just don't want an action show led by a woman.
Oh.
If we want them to pick it up, we'll have to add a male character to work with her.
But that ruins the entire point.
Ugh.
John rubs the bridge of his nose slowly.
I know that, and you know that, but the execs don't see that. All they see are formulas.
What sort of formulas? Lloyd waves his hand dismissively. They want us to include a major male character to lead with Selena.
But it's likely they'll ask us to set up a romance between the two of them to move the story along.
Which is even worse, because the sexual tension hook is only good for a couple seasons, and it kills the story.
The show inevitably spends more time on the relationship than the main story.
I turn back to my soup to allow myself a moment to think, and I turn my attention to some water, because I need a drink. Oh man, why am I so parched? Ahem. When you were filming, there was something about a serial killer she was hunting down. Yeah, it's the overarching plot. Every episode she gets another clue. It ties the series together. Would it be possible to make him a bigger character from the start?
How do you mean?
Split the time between her point of view and his. Show what he's up to. Instead of her finding obscure clues, make it more like a cat and mouse thing. Focus on their conflict from the start. It would give you a male lead, but Selena's character would still be the way you planned it. Lloyd and John are staring at me. I slouch down and try to hide behind my bowl of pho. Sean, you're brilliant. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
It is a rather cunning solution.
I blush and poke at my noodles with my chopsticks. Thank you. Lloyd drums his fingers on the table. He looks thrilled. Okay, let's rethink this. I wasn't planning on really introducing this guy until the season finale. Lloyd and John begin trading off a series of rapid-fire ideas.
Maybe he killed her family.
But she survived.
And she left him with a scar.
On his face!
When she was still 16.
Which is why she became a cop.
And she's the only known survivor.
He disappeared for a while.
But just resurfaced for reasons unknown.
And he wants revenge.
But so does she.
She publicly stated she was coming for him.
Online.
And he responded.
With flowers.
She burned them.
They talk online all the time.
You're going to play him.
What?
Lloyd looks proud of himself. You're going to play him.
I told you, I'm trying to take a break from acting for a spell.
John! Lloyd sounds like a 10-year-old begging for ice cream. It has to be you.
Has to be.
Well, yeah. Lloyd pokes the table despondently. I thought we made a promise.
And here it comes.
Besides, you said you didn't want to be associated with the knight anymore. Be a villain and it'll break the hero stereotype.
Ugh.
And whether you want to admit it or not, acting is your heart. You miss it.
You're not going to stop until I say yes, are you?
Oh, you know me so well.
Fine, I'll do it. But only because it's you.
Lloyd beams proudly. This is going to be amazing. I glance down at my phone. It's getting late. I still need to finish my homework. Oh, of course. I pull out my wallet, but Lloyd places his hand over mine. No, I've got this one. Are you sure? Lloyd throws an arm over my shoulder and leans in conspiratorially. Sean, let me teach you one of the great secrets of life. College students should never turn down free food.
Words to live by.
Well, thank you. And thank you! Lloyd waves goodbye. See you on set! Bye, Lloyd. For 24, buy a bowl of delicious soup and feel your stress go down. Indeed. I should do that instead of sleeping, if I have money. Mother! The surgery to repair the broken kneecap was successful. The doctor said the x-ray showed 2 pieces, but he found out that the lower piece was actually many pieces. He placed sutures and 2 screws to put the kneecap together. He thinks it will heal well. Your father is in the process of getting over the pain and swelling. He is not supposed to bend his right knee for 2 weeks, but you know him. He'll try anyway. Alright. Thanks, I can't wait to make tons of new friends. Is there a book club on campus or something? Alvin, Blue Moon.
I think there's a comic book club on campus, but you might want to check Steel City Library for a reading club.
There's a book writing club, but none for book reading. Come see the student council if you'd like to start your own club. Let's talk about books. This is a discussion thread for any books we read. Warning, spoilers ahead. First off, what did you guys think of the latest Planetos book? Lined up for it at midnight and skipped my first class to finish reading it. Totally worth it. This was the best book in the whole series. I cried so hard when Orion died. No, Orion. Got a little smidgen of a heart with Benito. A bit of a star, so... there's that. Shall we give him a call? Benny!
Pronto, what's up?
Not much, just wondering if you wanted to hang out today.
I'm pretty busy. Unless it's about work.
No, social again. Maybe some other time. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Benito, I've never been so snubbed in my entire life in this game. So mean, though. Well, let's go to the mall. Today seems like a nice day to go to the mall. Not sure I'm still up for being around that many people alone. Better take Adam along just in case.
Ooh, Brains and Puzzles here actually has the newest volume of Planetos, and the full season set of Knight Errant.
You sound excited.
Is it my fault that we had to wait for months to get anything back home?
At least it taught you patience.
No, it taught me that I don't like waiting.
Naturally. A woman with a clipboard approaches us. Excuse me, would you like to take a short survey? You'll be entered to win one of several prizes like a new car. Adam and I look at each other and he shrugs.
Sure, why not? We don't have anywhere to be.
The woman looks relieved. From the look of her clipboard, she hasn't gotten many takers. So, do you or any of your family members work in the movie, music, or entertainment industry? Well, I'm a makeup artist. Does that count? She glances down at the near-empty list of names on her clipboard. Should be fine.
I'm afraid I'm a professional singer, though.
Oh. Huh. Never mind, then. Thanks anyway, you two. What about me? I thought you said I counted. Unfortunately, if you have a family member in the industry, you can't take part, and since your brother is...
Oh, I'm not her brother.
You aren't? Oh, I'm so sorry! It's just that you two really look like siblings. I mean...
It's fine. We get that all the time.
But that's great! It means I can still give you the survey. She flips through her clipboard eagerly and reads off the first question. How many movies have you seen in theaters in the past 2 months? I quickly review the last 2 months of my life. Most of it was consumed with Adam's summer tour. None. She raises an eyebrow and checks off a box on the sheet of paper in front of her. Well, that pretty much negates the rest of the question, so I guess we're done. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. No, it's fine. We're looking for responses, not people who watch movies. Now if I could get your email address, we'll be all set. She offers me a pen, and I write down my address in the bottom of the sheet. Thank you so much! She heads off to solicit more survey responses from people as they pass by.
That was nice of you.
It wasn't anything, really.
Do you think you'll win anything?
I've never won a raffle in my life. Luck is for other people, like you.
I'm sure I've got enough luck for the both of us.
Where should I shop today? Let's go to Brains and Puzzles. Okay, so... according to my notes... Gifts. An e-reader for Alvin. Oof, I really don't have enough money for that yet. Well, we'll get this, because we need to unlock that shop. I've gotta do more working, apparently. As I head out the door, a young woman comes barreling around the corner. Ah! She skids to a halt, stopping a hair's breadth away from knocking me over. Are you okay? The woman steadies herself and fixes her jacket. Yeah, I'm fine. Just didn't see you there. She glances at the book I just purchased. Hey, Rivenwell Online. Nice. I work for them, you know. So does Travis. You guys work together. Are you part of the development team? Nah, nothing like that. Marketing. Social media, mostly. It's my job to promote the game and get new players. If you're playing Rivenwell Online, I see I'm doing my job. Oh, I don't actually play. Seriously? If you've got enough free cash lying around that you can just buy books for games you don't play, I've got a better deal for you. I don't... The woman ignores me and pulls out a sheet of paper. She scribbles an address on it and tucks it into the front cover of my book. The stuff there is pretty expensive, but I'm sure you can handle it. Stuff where? At the shop. What does it sell? The woman taps her foot. Stuff. Weren't you listening? Okay. Anyway, I'm in a hurry, so I'm out. Later! She waves and marches into the bookstore without bothering to wait for me to respond. I look at the address she left in my book. A shop that sells stuff. How useful. Don't knock it, girl. It's a shop where you buy stuff. We gotta get one of our gifts there. For Mr. Benito. And we're gonna do some sleep, and we're gonna meet Benito, and we got a photo shoot. Oh, we got such a busy week ahead of us.